Welcome to America's Home Cooking, all right? This is an all-purpose seafood seasoning that I'm going to be giving you because it's the one I'm going to be using. It's 2 tablespoons of dried tarragon, 2 tablespoons of dried basil, 2 tablespoons of dried marjoram, 2 tablespoons of dried chervil, and 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. You mix all these ingredients up. Okay, so let me put my book up and I'll be back. Now my yogurt culture got contaminated and it died. I have tried making yogurt on a cold day. Let me tell you, I get sour milk and that's just about all I get no matter what I do. So I am definitely going to have to be buying yogurt till further notice until the spring, and I open the windows. Now I sat there and I added, because I don't have yogurt and I can't add it to this, I'm going to have to sit there and use buttermilk. I have 6 tilapia fillets, and we're having these today, so I'm going to be sprinkling these seasonings on them. And I go a little heavy-handed, probably a good 1/4, maybe a little more, but I'll mix them up and they'll have all the seasonings on them, and then they're not, you know, flat, if you like to say that word, which I could use, say flat. I like seasonings and I like them on my food. I don't like to hunt for it. I have to hunt for seasonings and it's just not worth it to eat, you know. So as you can see, I've coated them. They've got a nice coat on them. And I just think they'll be good. I'm going to just use my leftover flour, sift it and use it. And I'm going to fry these up in butter and oil this time. Instead of just using oil, I'm going to put butter, actual butter in it, not my modified butter. I'm going to use regular butter, unsalted. I use unsalted because there's just too much salt and too many people have high blood pressure. So I just sit there and say, okay, I'm just going to not use it. So let me get some butter out and some oil. It gives a very nice flavor for people who are unaccustomed of cooking with it. It really brings a really nice flavor to whatever you're cooking with, using butter and oil together. When I was growing up, it was called the French way of frying. Okay, I'm sorry, that's what they called it at that time. So that's what I know it. It became very popular because people were always frying it for shortening. They didn't use oil, they would use Crisco or lard, and that's all they fried in. I don't want to burn my butter, but I want it to be hot. I'm putting in about 3 tablespoons of butter, I guess. I think. Somewhere around there. Sorry about that. I can't be exact on that. And I'm using my olive oil. See how this comes out. Should come out very nice. Do I have my little one? Yeah, let's show. Are there seasonings in my flour? Of course there are, but I really don't care. It's just more seasonings for what I'm doing, and I am not upset with that. And I'll probably leave a little more flour. I should try the other flours and see someday how they go frying up. That'd be interesting, you have to admit. instead of using whole wheat, try some of the others and see how they come out. Every time I get in the kitchen, I start with one thing and I start thinking of other things I can do. There's so much you can do in the kitchen. A lot of people just don't think about it. Have any of you decided what you're going to have for Christmas dinner? I can't for the life of me think of what I want. There's three cuts of meat I'm really thinking of. Like I told you, a veal roast, or a leg of lamb, or a standing rib. Oh God, a standing rib roast, a beef with a blanket. That is like so good. One time I ordered it and I saw him cutting it. I said, well, don't cut the blanket off. But, so he had to roll it back on because he cut it off. Let's see. These are going to go quickly. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to go very quickly. I even bought purple kale to go with this dinner today. I'll show you. They say it has more flavor than the other one, the regular green. So I am going to try using purple kale, see what it tastes like. That's the only thing I hate about this, is the butter still has water in it. They don't really get rid of all the water. They used to, but now when you put it with oil, you can see the water's popping as it melts. So the quality of butter isn't even as good as it used to be. Butter used to be pale. And see, there was no water in that pan. That is water from the butter. And that's what I think when it's making a mess. No, butter in the winter would be pale because the cows aren't eating green. They add color to it now, so you can't tell the difference. In the summer, the butter used to be really yellow, and then because they were eating the grass and all. But in the winter, they eat the hay and stuff, which is different. So the butter should be paler, but they add coloring to the butter now. There's no reason for it, except that they feel it's more appealing. But they don't ask the people, would you prefer? I don't care. You don't have to put coloring in to get me to buy it. I've got a book coming in to show, I know how to make goose lard, but I don't know how to make pork lard. And lard is excellent. I mean, you can sit there. My grandmother swore on lard for her pie crust. She said they were delicious. She said they were flaky, they had more flavor than with the butter or the shortening that people use today. So I'm going to see if I can make it. I don't know how good I'm going to be at it, but I'm going to try. Just waiting for the book to come in and I'll learn how to make lard. It's been a long time. I remember the goose lard, how to do that. The godfather taught me how to do that. I was shocked. I said, really? He said, yes, and you keep rendering it and rendering it and rendering it. We spent Christmas Day rendering all day. Because he got a goose for us. I wouldn't recommend eating duck. They're sort of bony. There isn't much left of the duck. I cooked the duck and it was good flavor, wild game. But there wasn't much left on it. I didn't have any leftovers. Come on, I need you guys to cook in a curry. Fish. Forgive me. That's good. Let me finish frying this up. Here they are. Now you can put lemon wedges next to this and squeeze lemon on it if you want, but I know they're full of flavor. Okay, listen, you take care and enjoy your day.